Explaining what you do as a recruiter can be surprisingly hard. Most recruiters default to something like, "We help companies hire the top 10% of talent." And while that sounds nice, it's what everyone says. The challenge? Your prospects have heard it all before. So the question becomes, how do you stand out? Here's a simple shift. Instead of just explaining what you do, focus on why it matters to them. There's a great framework called the 3 Whys that helps with this. Start with what you do, then ask, why does that matter? And then again, okay, but why does that matter? Keep peeling back the layers until you get to something that hits home for your client. Here's an example. Let's say you place top-performing sales talent. Why does that matter? Because it helps companies hit their headcount goals. Why does that matter? Because hitting headcount means they can hit revenue targets. Now, you're not just a recruiter, you're someone who helps them make money. That's what they care about. This is how you make your pitch more than just words. It becomes a story, a clear line between what you do and the outcomes that matter. And remember, you've got maybe 30 to 60 seconds to land that pitch. So keep it tight, focused, and real. Before you even write your pitch, take a second and think, who are you talking to? Who am I speaking to? What challenges are they dealing with? What do I actually do that helps with that? And what kind of results can I show? Once you've got those answers, start shaping your pitch. You don't need to reinvent the wheel here. You can follow simple structures that work. There's one I really like that goes like this. Call out a problem. Explain what you do to solve it. Back it up with a quick success story. So maybe it's a lot of B2B companies struggle to find solid sales talent. We help them by tapping into the top 10% of reps, usually ex-performers ourselves, and we've placed folks at Salesforce, Oracle, and SAP. Most of our placements hit quota in their first year. It's short, it's clear, and it tells me exactly why I should care. Another format? You could just say, I help growing companies build great sales teams. I'm based in Chicago, work with mid-stage startups, and recently helped one client scale from 5 to 20 reps in 6 months, all of whom are still there and producing. Again, it doesn't need to be flashy, it just needs to be real. And once you've got a version you like, read it out loud, edit out anything that sounds stiff or robotic. Time it. Aim for something natural and under a minute. That way you're never rambling or losing someone's attention. Also, don't forget that not every pitch is one size fits all. Who you're talking to matters. You'll probably tweak your message depending on whether you're talking to a founder, a hiring manager, or someone in HR. The basics stay the same, but the framing might shift. And here's a big one. Don't treat your pitch like a drop and run. It's not just about impressing them with your 30 seconds. Use it to open up a real conversation. Ask a good question, like, what's been the toughest role for you to fill lately? Or, where are you seeing hiring slow down? That gets them talking, and that's where the real connection happens. Lastly, always make a simple ask. Want 15 minutes on their calendar? The pitch is just the setup. Your job is to keep the momentum going. And yeah, it takes practice. But once you've got it down, it becomes second nature. You'll sound more confident, more helpful, and way more interesting than the recruiter who just utters words.